Greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you for joining me today for AP Today. I am thankful for life. I hope you are too. We have yet another interesting program for you today. I trust that you will call your friends and tell them AP's on. Later on in the program, we will be opening up the lines, and we have some more giveaways today. And with me in the studio is the young lady who opened the show yesterday with me, and I invited her to come back again. Summer Edwards Williams. Welcome.
Thank you, AP.
Thank you for coming again.
Thank you.
I had a ball yesterday. I don't know about you.
Oh, I had fun, and I felt privileged to be here on your first show. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yesterday, we did not get a chance to talk about something that you have coming up.
Yes.
Very important event, and I wanted the viewers to hear about it. I know about it, but I need the viewers to hear about it. So tell us about your upcoming event. Sorry.
Okay. This is an event of the She Foundation of Trinidad and Tobago, Shaping Up for Excellence.
Okay, let me interrupt you 1 minute.
Yes?
For those of us who did not catch the program yesterday, tell them a little bit about the She Foundation.
Okay, the She Foundation is a non-profit organization which caters for young at-risk females from the ages of 13 to 25.
Yes.
Our aim is to meet the needs of these young women through mentoring and empowerment. We go into communities, we're trying to get into the juvenile system, as well as the education system, whereby we go in and we mentor and we share our expertise, prepare them for the workplace, and boost their self-esteem a bit.
So you have other people working along with you?
Yes. Yes? Yes. I have some directors, as well as I have volunteers who come on a project-to-project basis.
And what are some of the areas that you feel that there's a need for and that you're focusing on?
Self-development, personal and professional development. I believe that there's a lack, and because of that, the ignorance of it, I think it's needed. It's needed.
What do you think is the one thing that is needed the most, especially in females?
Knowledge of who God is.
Okay.
If you know who God is, then you know who you are. And I honestly believe that I only knew myself when I encountered God. And I'm not ashamed to share it with anyone. I know who I am and confident of it.
Well, we can tell that you're confident, young lady.
Why, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. But, yeah, and, while it is, I don't force my belief on anyone. However, I could tell where I came from, and I came from a very long way.
Yes, you shared that with us yesterday.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. So this event is entitled I Am Woman. And coincidentally, I heard on the radio of another event, I Am Woman. Yes. But I Am Woman really is our first annual Women's Conference, which will be on May 9th, Saturday, at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, the morning segment is the empowerment segment, where we would have different speakers like yourself.
Yes, I will be at the conference.
Yes. And, we would be having women who would have walked different parts of life, one who was a drug addict, who is now a pastor. She's there to share her story as well. In the afternoon period, between 3 and 5, we're going to have the pampering segment, where the woman would be treated with massages and manicures, pedicures, and that kind of stuff.
So this is an all-day event?
All day.
Just in time for mothers?
That's right. Yes. So free of charge as well. Free of charge,
Hold on 1 second. Did you all hear that? Free of charge? Go ahead.
Yes, free of charge.
Wow.
Yes. It's not always about making money, but I believe when people see what they are being exposed to, they would invest accordingly.
But Summer, I have found,
yes,
because I do the other work that I do, like the motivational speaking, and I've done events as well.
Yes.
And I have found that a lot of the people who really need what we offer, they cannot afford it.
Correct.
So you're right in in saying that a lot of the times it cannot be about the money.
Definitely. And I believe also if it is purpose-driven and passion plays an important role, where purpose is passion for me is what moves me. It's not a job when I do this. It's not a job. So it's effortless. It's inside of me.
So.
Of course.
Yes.
Balancing of being a wife, a mother, a sister, a teacher, after school teacher, hairdresser. I did my own hair. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
So it's a lot. It's really a lot. But passion produces productivity. And if you are passionate about what you're doing, then nothing can stop you. And I could tell you, it has had obstacles, it has had challenges, but this event is just catered to encourage women and share, there are so much stories that we have as women. And I believe this is the opening of greater things to come.
One of the fulfilling things for me is that when I speak at events like this, at the end, to have somebody, at least one person, say, "I was helped."
Yes.
And I think that's what you're going for.
Of course, and that is where you can tell purpose was fulfilled.
Exactly.
Because that is the aim, to help other women to come out, to be who they are and understand it doesn't matter where you came from, what you have gone through, the mistakes you have made. It was there to help someone. Had I not gone through what I did, I would not have been able to speak to another female who probably would have had the same issues.
I can relate.
Yeah, and being one who attempted suicide, someone who is about to, listen, I've been there, but God is good.
Oh, I know that.
He's good.
I know that.
And I am so thankful and grateful for that I'm able to be the visionary for the She Foundation. And really,
a young visionary.
That's right. And, when God gives you a vision, he makes a provision for it. I believe that.
She's preaching now.
I believe that.
He does,
and I'm just so thankful. I'm really, really thankful. So May 9th, Saturday, May 9th, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Word of Life Christian Assembly. That's on Mausica Street, which is the Arima Old Road, just before the Senior Comprehensive School.
And what are some of the topics that you expect that will be covered there by the different speakers?
Well, groans to glory, strength to soar, things like that. Because it's a lot.
It's all about growth.
Exactly. The final product. See, nobody understands the process. They see the final product, but don't understand the process.
And some of us think it has to be easy.
Correct. Correct. So understanding the process for the final product, then you have an appreciation for what you're having.
Yes. Today you shared with us that you've been through a lot, and again, for those of us who would have those of the viewers, who would have missed the show yesterday, what you shared about your mother stayed with me.
Yes.
Can you just recap a little bit, please?
In terms of our relationship?
Yes. Seeing that the focus is on mothers all of this week. Okay.
My mom and I, as I said yesterday, we didn't have a healthy relationship, and I believe because, I'm very similar to my dad in terms of stature and the way I speak, my boldness and that kind of stuff. And I believe out of her hurt and my loving my father in spite of, I guess it, well, now I understand that it was hurt. She hurt.
Of course.
And my father was my mother's first boyfriend. So, I could understand now and relate to that hurt she would have experienced. And because of that,
hurting people hurt others.
Exactly. Yes. And because of that, I found that I wasn't her favorite. Now, as I said, wasn't, because now she's my #1 fan.
But do you think it was that you were not her favorite, or it's because of, sometimes you in coming up, we tend to view things from here.
Correct.
Without having the understanding.
Rightfully
now
so.
Now you understand better.
Of course. So it
wasn't necessarily about being a favorite.
That's right. And I don't hold her at fault.
Wonderful.
I don't hold her at fault because I've seen my mother gone through suffering 3 strokes, from an English teacher, from reading and writing that could hardly write because of that stroke.
I trust that she's doing, she will continue
much
to heal,
better, much better. But I've seen my mother gone through, and my prayer is always that, she can tell her story one time. at one point in time, you know, that she could tell her story. And
okay, your sister is here with you today. Is she a mother as well?
oh yes, she is.
Tell us about her and her mothering.
Oh, my sister, she's a tough cookie, but I believe that she has the heart of a mother. It was a challenge, you know, growing up as a single mother as well. She was a single mother, or is a single mother rather. And I've seen my sister has the strength my mother has. That strength to go on in spite of her independence.
And you do too, Summer.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Remember, I know some.
Yes,
I know some of the story, yes.
Correct, but I admire my sister, her strength from being in the military, the U.S. Army, and coming out as an esthetician now. She's doing so much for herself, and I thank God for her. Because
and she's responsible for your makeup
my
today.
makeup, yes, and yesterday.
Yes.
But, you know, we weren't close growing up, and now we're inseparable.
The healing that's taken place.
Correct. I love her dearly. I love all my sisters.
I'm always grateful when healing takes place in relationships.
Definitely.
Because, you know, family feuds continue for years and years and years. And then, you know, you find the members of your family going to the grave and the healing never took place. So,
that's right.
So when I hear of healing,
correct,
I'm happy.
And then I can't say I'm serving God.
Hello.
And can't heal and can't love. God is love.
And forgive.
That's right.
Yeah, we got to forgive.
That's right.
Okay, so just remind the viewers again about Saturday.
Saturday, I Am Woman, the first annual Women's Conference of the She Foundation.
Yes.
It will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Word of Life Christian Assembly.
And quickly, how can they contact you?
At 329-6886.
One more time.
329-6886.
Summer, I thank you for coming yet again today, and God bless you in every endeavor and every area of your life.
Thank you so much, and I reciprocate the same to you.
I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And we'll be right back after the break.
I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
Tuesdays, join us for Lowy Talk, a riveting entertainment talk program on TV4. Stream it live on www.gisltd.tt/TV-4. Tweet the panel at OurTV4, #Lowy Talk, or call in and share your views. Come, Lowy Talk on Lowy Talk, Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. exclusively on TV4.
The NASA internship was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. Not only was I able to get hands-on experience with state-of-the-art equipment, but also I was guided by a mentor who is a top researcher in his field. At NASA, I was able to meet a lot of people from different cultures and also go to a lot of different places such as Google, Facebook, Amazon, and even some sites in San Francisco like the Golden Gate Bridge or Fisherman's Wharf. I worked in data mining and machine learning, and what this was, there was a problem in a building, and I used machine learning techniques to actually make predictions of alarms. So we would make a prediction before an alarm would occur so that the staff could take some action to prevent the alarm from actually occurring.
Every Wednesday is Sports Wednesday on TV4. Join us for the hardest-hitting sports talk show on all your favorite sport topics. Stream it live on www.gisltd.tt/TV-4. You can tweet the panel at OurTV, #Sports Wednesday, or you can call in and share your views. Watch Sports Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. exclusively on TV4.
Think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
And welcome back to this second segment of AP Today on our second day on air. I have a young man with me in the studio. Together we are like the lion and the lamb. I've known him for quite a few years, and he's fiery, you know, and very talented and all of that. Next week he's going to come back to tell us a little bit more about his work, but today he's here to talk about his mother, because I want us to look at mother-son relationships today. So, Jared Placid,
Hello.
former Lieutenant Jared Placid. We'll tell them a little bit more about that. Welcome.
Thank you, AP. Nice being here.
My son, my brother, my friend. Yes. Yes, he's a bit grown to be my son, but that's okay. Welcome again. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice being here.
Yes. So as I just told our viewers, you're here today to tell us about your mother, because you've told me that your biological mother has been the pillar in your life. You've been through a lot. I know some of this stuff. So if you so like, you can share a little bit about what some of the things you've been through, and then tell us how your mother would have been there for you, you know, supporting and encouraging you through the years.
Well, it was a rocky relationship between my father and I, growing up.
Yes.
And my mother had played the role of mediator, intercessor, encourager.
Yes.
In more ways than one. I really didn't always understand my father. We didn't understand each other. I was fighting with my own demons mentally. And she was what I would really have to say, she was handpicked, I believe, by God to really season. I am who I am today, and I know who I am and whose I am, primarily because of that intercessor in my life, my mother.
Prayed you through.
Yes. Through the most tumultuous times in my life. Even today, I mean, Saturday I celebrated my 42nd birthday.
Yes. And I was there with you on Sunday to celebrate.
Oh, man,
we had an awesome time.
That was that was something.
An awesome time.
Yeah, more or less we had a rocking time.
Yes.
And Mom called. She called me on Friday, she called me on Saturday, and she called me on Sunday morning. But ever so often and stuff, my mother would call. She would always drop a nugget, a scripture, and one of the authors. Well, she goes to Creflo's church. She's one of the lead intercessors there. But Joseph Prince is one of her guys, and I had experienced a lot of freedom,
yes,
coming out from under the law, and she showed me where sin abound, grace that much more abound. So that word called grace, that's what Mom...
I know that's your favorite word.
Yes.
But before we go any further, the two names you mentioned before, those are foreign names. But your mother is from here. Tell us where she is from.
My mother is actually from Grenada.
Oh, I thought it was here.
No, my
You've
mom...
kept that a secret.
My mom, she's a Trinidadian citizen.
Right.
My mom came here more than 3 decades ago.
Okay.
And my dad and my mom, they got married, and I'm the first of 4, all
just
singers.
Love to say that you're the biggest one.
The
oldest one, yes.
Yeah, I
Big brother.
Yeah. I'm really grateful and stuff for what she's done. She's been the one that initiated that piece of cord between my father and I. The hate, the hurt, the anger.
Where did all of that come from, Jared?
You know what? I think is my dad and I. It was part me being rebellious, looking for attention, looking for the attention. But then I was a child.
Yes.
And I think that the way my father showcased love, because I look back at this thing. I'm older now.
Yes.
I really do believe that my father did love me.
Yes.
But because of what my dad went through, and it was only recently that I found out that his life too
was not easy.
Exactly.
So a cycle kind of continued.
But that cycle ends right here.
It ended.
It did, because this is years later we laugh, we cry, we ramp. Yeah.
No, I had the pleasure of meeting him on Sunday, and he was really proud of you.
You know, an eye of him.
Yes.
An eye of him.
So you said your mother was she brought you to.
Yeah, she was the
together.
referee. She was the initiator. She was the mediator. She was the intercessor.
Yes.
She was the counselor.
Wow.
She was that exactly.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. And I am so thankful that she was the vessel, she was the instrument that God handpicked to get me.
You.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow,
So
I love that. Say that again.
I am grateful
Yes.
that she was the instrument that was handpicked by God to birth me, to bring me into fruition,
The wisdom of God.
into this world, when many didn't understand
Yes.
me, and even today, some. And I always say it, AP, you've heard me say it. You may not agree with what I do, but you would know why it is I'm doing it.
You mean you're talking about me personally?
No. In
Right, yeah.
general.
But we will always have the
Right.
naysayers and people who don't understand, and they just.
Mom, it's ironic that you brought up that point, because it used to, and I remember even when you had taken me in when I was staying at your place many years ago. I distinctly remember, and I was sharing the story with Mom when many didn't want to hear anything about me. You held your first expo at Spectacular Forum. And I was this little guy.
1993.
Yes.
Yes.
I was this little guy who was just looking for an opportunity to be heard.
Yes.
And there were individuals who was like, go from here. Don't, this and that. And you came in as a peacemaker and said, give him a chance. And
They didn't know the talent that you have.
But you did, and you
Yes.
gave me an opportunity and stuff to be heard that night. And when I sang, everything else was history. I thank God for the role that even you played and stuff in my life, and for what was shared and given to me. If you remember, I had serious anger issues,
Yes.
but it was as a result of everything that I've gone through. I am still under construction, still a work in progress.
Aren't we all? All of us.
But I get the impression and stuff it just applies to some and not others.
Oh,
you understand?
They'll get there.
But for me, here's a next one. I was a coward.
Who would believe that today, right?
I'm telling you, when I called my mother, because she didn't know anything until I had signed the dotted line at Fort Gillem. When I told her, I said, Ma, I got in the army, U.S. Army. What? I said, yes.
You kept that
I'm
good
going.
secret.
And when I got to Fort Knox, when I got off that bus, it was a whole different ball game, because I came off smiling and laughing and stuff. And one time, I was earmarked.
But once she found out, she did encourage you.
Yeah, I called her to write a letter to get me out, because when training started the first week, I was in tears. And she said, Joker, you make your bed,
Lay in it.
you lie in it. And with the encouragement that my mother gave me, I rose to the ranks
That you
of
did.
even a first lieutenant. But even in
Yes.
basic training, I got special awards
Yes.
in the military, in the U.S. Army, and
Yes,
and
which you're going to
because-
come back next week and share with
Yes,
us about.
yes, I'm looking forward to it. But
Yes.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, and I want to take this opportunity to encourage young men. We carry this kind of masculine kind of thing. You and my mother taught me three things: how to live, how to laugh, and how to love. And I am grateful and stuff for that, because of that, I can embrace.
Now, Gerald, you have the ability to make me tear up. And please, I'm not going to do that on set today. But I hear what you're saying. God's been good to you.
Yes.
God's been good to you, and He's blessed you with a wonderful mother. He's blessed you with a wonderful mother. I'm privileged to know you. Privileged to know you. Is there anything else you want to say? Is there a favorite mother-son moment that you remember and it keeps you going?
When I filed for my mother in the United States.
Take a deep breath, yeah.
When I came to America, and we connected after many years, and I embraced her. Back then, I remember my mom wasn't documented. And I already thank God for the Clintons, because Bill and Hillary you saw some of the things that they did for me. I wasn't eligible and stuff to become a U.S. citizen, but because of the Clintons, in more ways than one. And I remember she wasn't documented, and I asked God and stuff, speed this process up. My mother got that in record time.
God is good.
She was in immigration office with me. I was in uniform.
Yes.
And I remember looking in my mother's eyes, and I said, Ma, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee. This is yours.
Yes. So you were instrumental in making that happen. Praise God.
We both wept. We both wept.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. Now you said something earlier about you want young men to know. What is it you want them to know about, as far as the mother-son relationship is concerned?
Reach out.
To the mother.
Yeah, reach out. Reach out.
Yeah.
I believe that every mother wants the best for her child or children.
Yes.
And we may not always agree, but they have our best interests and stuff at heart. Even those who may have failed us.
Yes.
We are encouraged to look beyond that, just like Christ looked beyond our faults
and saw our needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are encouraged to do the same. And so I would just encourage sons in particular, reach out, love on them.
Yes.
I can't wait once I get back home next weekend
to see her.
Yeah,
and hug her.
That's the first place I'm heading. But she lives with me.
Yes.
She wouldn't be home, but it will be a couple of days, and then she comes.
Yes.
She comes home.
Yes.
So I love taking care of my mother.
Okay. Now you know my son.
Yeah, Aaron.
Aaron. Aaron doesn't live in the country, so I'm missing him, so much. So you represented Aaron well today.
Thank you.
Yeah? You all have spent time together and all of that. And
I love him.
Yeah,
My brother as
big
well.
brother to Aaron. And so I'm going to let him know that you represented him well.
Please do.
Yeah?
Please
Anything that you want to share again before we wrap up?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers of Trinidad
Say
and
that
Tobago.
again.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Coming from a son to you.
All right. So I'm going to ask you to do something even a little more. You think you know, right? Yeah, you could do it. Just give them a little tease with that voice. Sing something for their mothers, Jared.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of your storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver sound of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You never walk alone.
That's a
Thank you.
perfect note to end our first interview. Oh
you.
my God. So I'm looking forward to next week. God bless you and thank you for coming.
Thank you, AP.
Love you, JP.
Love you too,
GP.
AP.
Oh gosh, thank you very much.
Yes,
So we go to break and we're going to open up the phone lines a little later on, and we have some giveaways today. Come back now.
Think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
I'm really thankful to be here with you in Sangre Grande this morning. Like most of you, I know that the communities of East Trinidad were some of the hardest hit by the heavy rains we've been experiencing recently. Some of you may have had family and friends who were flooded out or otherwise affected by the torrential downpours. Today we are here to help. I want you to know that the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa, our Prime Minister and Minister of the People and Social Development, has been following these developments keenly, and our staff stands ready to assist wherever and whenever you need us.
Fridays, join us for Test Talk as we look at opportunities for students and adults after they have pursued secondary education. Join moderator Tony Dial and the panel of professionals as they discuss the many opportunities for tertiary education and skills training available to you. Don't miss Test Talk, Fridays at 6:30 p.m. exclusively on TV4, Our TV.
Think of
I'm really thankful to be here with you in Sangre Grande this morning. Like most of you, I know that the communities of East Trinidad were some of the hardest hit by the heavy rains we've been experiencing recently. Some of you may have had family and friends who were flooded out or otherwise affected by the torrential downpours. Today we are here to help. I want you to know that the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa, our Prime Minister and Minister of the People and Social Development, has been following these developments keenly, and our staff stands ready to assist wherever and whenever you need us.
Fridays, join us for Test Talk as we look at opportunities for students and adults after they have pursued secondary education. Join moderator Tony Dial and the panel of professionals as they discuss the many opportunities for tertiary education and skills training available to you. Don't miss Test Talk, Fridays at 6:30 p.m. exclusively on TV4, Our TV.
think about it every night and day.
And welcome back. Before I go any further, I must thank Furniture House in Barataria for the wonderful set that they've provided for AP Today, and Donna Pemberton for my do. Thank you, people. In the studio with me are two of my favorite ladies. Favorite ladies. They are my media moms today. And so I welcome Luann John and Joanne Maria Noel. You thought I was going to leave out any of your names. These two ladies are in media. They're announcers with 107.1. Yes. Ladies, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Couldn't do this and not have you all on.
Oh, you couldn't.
You know how we all behave.
I know. I know. We like this.
Yes.
Couldn't leave us out.
Oh, God.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
And I'm rejoicing.
I'm rejoicing with
dreams do come true.
Indeed.
Dreams do come true. I'm walking in Thanksgiving now. So, ladies, you're both mothers. The theme all week is mothers. You have a young son.
Yes, I do.
And you have a young son as well. But
a little older than
he's a little older than your son.
Yes.
Oh, I'm missing my son.
Sons are different.
Yes, and that's why I had you all on today.
Yeah,
today we're focusing on mother-son relationships.
Yeah.
You know, for many years people thought I only had one son. And I have two daughters.
Wow.
My second daughter was a guest on the show yesterday. It was a pleasure having her. But what is it about the mother-son relationship? Jared talked about his relationship with his mother.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
Well, I mean, I've only been a mom for 6 years now.
Yes.
Of a little boy. Jordan. But it's such a special relationship that you share with your son.
Yes.
Especially, I'm a single mom, and especially as a single mom, I think there's that, he's so young, and I was saying to my co-host Junior the other day, he's only 6, but he's already assumed a manly role in the house.
I wonder why.
And it seemed just to be like the natural order of things for him.
Wonderful.
And I was saying to myself, I feel more safe at home having a male in the house, even though he's only 6 years old. So there's something about that male-female relationship between a mother and a son that I think is so special. And he's just the sweetest thing. I know every mom says that about their child. He really is the sweetest little thing.
It's okay, Luann. It's okay.
He really is.
Yes.
It's a special kind of relationship between a mother and a son, I think.
Yeah. Joe?
Wow. I have I say a gift, a gem. And recently I put on his Facebook page that the world has not seen Chike, Joel, Roy, and Wilson. You know, because...
Say his name again.
Chike, Joel, Roy, and Wilson.
Okay.
The thing about it is that word that says, train up a child in the way that he should go. The things that I taught him have come back to haunt me.
Do you mean haunt? Really haunt?
In terms of, even as a child, the things I would teach him, he would remember them and remind me of them. You know, incidents would happen and he would say, Mommy, aren't you going to do so?
Yeah. They could pull us up, you know.
They do.
I would make an exit.
They do.
Say, well, this is why I can't do that. But you told me.
Yes.
Even recently.
They do. And they start that from 6 years old.
He did it at probably
younger
5.
now.
He did it at 5. We were walking down the street and one of our neighbors, she's foreigner, and she was wetting her plants and her son is calling him, Chike, and he's talking to the child and then he says, Mommy, aren't you going to say hello to Adam's mommy? So I'm whispering, Chike, Adam's mommy doesn't really have a relationship with us. She doesn't speak a lot but Mommy, didn't you say that we aren't supposed to wait until somebody does something? We have to do the right thing first. And I continue to try to explain to him and then he says, but Mommy, I say, hi Adam's mom, how are you doing today? Recently, I saw it again with my girls. We were going up the San Fernando Hill with my NGO, my girls, and we're going up, and some didn't want to continue. And we stopped, and he was with us. And he came to me and says, Mommy, so is this the end of the trip? I said, well, yes, the girls are tired. Did you ask all the girls? I'm breathing now because he used to tell me, Mommy, give me a break. Don't teach me a lesson. And here he is. He said, did you ask them? I said, well, some of them. Well, Mommy, don't you have a lesson to teach in this situation?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm like, okay,
reminding me of
the roles.
Reminding me of my son, Aaron, yes.
I said, okay, girls, who wants to go Bill? Me, Auntie, me. And I'm like, I just look at him, shake my head and
right.
say, he is.
Yeah.
And
So
I've met
fine
him.
teacher.
I have met him. Fine young man.
as well.
Fine young man. I've met him and he supports you in your work.
Yes.
Now, I saw something on your Facebook page that made me smile. They go on these dinner dates.
They always do
Mother-son
a
dinner
monthly
dates.
dinner date. Yes.
And I tell you why I like the idea. One of the things that I want mothers to get, some of us, we are training up somebody's wife, somebody's husband, sorry.
Yes,
father.
of course.
You know, somebody's father.
Yes.
And so it's on us. It's on us to train them.
Yes,
Not
yes.
because they're taller than us.
Yeah.
Way taller.
And training is not necessarily, you got to do this.
I model it.
da-da-da-da-da.
This is how it's done. This is what feels
Exactly.
good.
Yes.
This is do it this way.
Yes.
And he has very, very exquisite taste.
And
I wonder where he gets that from.
took the words
Just
right
like
out of my mouth. Right. Yes.
He likes the best of the best.
Class is class. Yes.
He's a fine young man.
Wonderful.
And if he's to be somebody's husband,
Yes.
he's going to
he's
have to
being
be a
groomed
fine
And as you said that, Joe, AP, it reminded me of something I was thinking about this week concerning my son. I had to reevaluate the way that I spoke about men and the things that I say about men.
I remember we had a little something going on with that.
Understanding that I now have a man, I'm now shaping a man. So I had to, reconsider how I speak about men, especially in front of him, and generally, because he is becoming a man, and I have such a massive responsibility to prepare this man as best as I could. So I had to reevaluate a lot of things in terms of how I spoke and the things I say in front of him as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Just before we go on, I want to remind our viewers that we're opening up the phone lines. We have some giveaways, and the numbers to call are 675-8747 or 675-8749. Now, there's some, you all know I love quotes. I'm not a writer for nothing. One of the quotes that I use over and over when I speak is, all that I give to myself.
Yeah.
All that I give,
I like that.
I give to myself. And one of the things that, I want mothers to go away with is, be mindful of what you say to your sons.
Yes.
Be mindful of the names that you call your sons. All that you give to yourself.
It's so true.
So if you call your son whatless, you will get a whatless
That's
son.
right. That's
all that I
right.
give,
Yes,
I give to myself.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I just
I like
needed to
it.
put that in there a little bit. Yeah. So
I
we
like it.
are grooming somebody's husband. We are grooming somebody's father.
Yeah.
And I could say that as a single mother.
Yes.
I always tell women when I speak to them, you chose that person.
Yes.
That child was nowhere there when that person was chosen.
Yes.
And I remember this child again saying to me once, I said, boy, you saw him like my father, whom you love.
Yes.
I'm like, what is
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
And we both laughed.
Yeah.
So
Because
we
it was
want
a
to be
choice.
mindful not to badmouth the
No, you
fathers.
because you
Exactly.
chose him.
Exactly. What
And
went on with the fathers and us
has
is,
nothing
that's
to
another-
do,
that's another
absolutely
story.
nothing to do
and at least
with this boy.
we're thankful that the fathers helped us to produce this wonderful son.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it really, really is very important that we understand that. And that what we speak, as you're saying, what we speak will be.
Yes.
So I've had to at times speak things that are not as though they are.
Yes,
Because
yes,
you
of
sometimes
course.
want them to be in a flash.
Yes.
But it's a process.
Indeed.
It's a
Jared
process.
mentioned
So
that,
I just speak it
Yes.
as I see so much potential. I speak it.
Okay.
I say you are so. And now he's starting to look at himself and say, I am okay
He
looking.
really thinks that
Oh,
he
yeah.
is.
Yes, and for years he said,
that's
Mommy, you would say
important.
that because you're my mommy.
Yes.
You're supposed. I said, no, I'm not supposed to say that. Many mommies don't say all these
Yes.
things. But I'm saying it because it's true.
Okay. So
And they
we're
look
getting-
at us and they trust us. What
Yes.
we say
It's
carries
true.
weight.
It's true.
And it
It's
helps
true.
to shape them.
Yes, it
It
does.
helps to
It
mold
does.
who they become.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're getting
Indeed.
ready to go to break, and we're going to come back. But as we go to break, remember The phone lines are going to be opened up. And remember this, all that I give to myself.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Spread my wings and fly away.
The MPU has already overseen the illumination of 6 grounds in this constituency of Princestown, namely the Yolan Pompey Recreation Ground, the Morris Gobin Recreation Ground, the George Village Recreation Ground, Guaracara Recreation Ground, Robin Singh Recreation Ground, Bonitento Recreation Ground, and the Sanko Recreation Ground, would now mean that 7 grounds in the constituency of Princestown have been upgraded with the state-of-the-art lights. Opportunities for growth and fulfillment provided by these lights are many. Use the facilities well, take ownership of them, and care for them.
We at TV4 believe that sport is not getting the media platform it deserves. Hence the reason we came up with 4 Sports. I'm Wayne Cunningham.
And I'm Gregory McBurney. Are you tired of seeing 5 minutes of sports crammed into a newscast? That's why we here at TV4 dedicate an entire half hour to sport. In-depth analysis, highlights, and even discussion of a trending topic.
4 Sports, weeknights from 7:30 p.m. right here on TV4.
Think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
And welcome back. Earlier on, I said that we have some giveaways to share today to some blessed callers. I don't use the word lucky. No. Some blessed callers today, 2 blessed callers today will get. Oh, we have a call from Arima already. Okay, this is a copy of my book, and we have another giveaway in this envelope. Yes, caller. Welcome.
How are you?
Blessed. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lord bless. I always keep praying for you.
Thank you so much. I need that. I really
enjoy,
do.
I read the article ever so often, and I'm enjoying the program.
Thank
with
you.
That young, wonderfully young man with his wonderful experience from the U.S. Army.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
God bless him, and God bless you for the encouragement that you have given unto him.
Thank you.
And may the God keep you by his almighty strength. God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling. And tell your friends about AP Today.
I always do. I always do.
Yes.
I will not stop doing that, man.
God bless.
Yes, good.
Thank you for calling.
And,
yes.
I'll talk to you again sometime.
Sure, thank you.
My daughter in the church is an admirer and a friend of yours, Tricia.
Okay, thank you.
Tricia from Arima.
Okay.
And we always talk about you.
Okay, thank you so much.
God bless you. We love you.
And I understand that we have a call from Illinois, USA.
All right, love.
Welcome. Welcome.
Yes.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yes, greetings and welcome.
Hi, this is Hayden, Joanne's brother.
Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in. Wonderful. How are you today?
I'm doing all right, waiting for my teaching assistants to come here to help me grade some papers. So I'm watching your show
your teacher.
for the first time, and I'm enjoying it, I must say.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, I'll give Joanne the giveaway for you, okay?
Okay, yeah. I just want to tell you one thing.
Okay, thank you so much.
I want to tell you one thing that you might not have known about Joanne. When we lived together in the U.S., we shared an apartment, and Joanne actually was conflicted because she was pursuing her education. But Chike, her son, was there, and she made the sacrifice to put her academic dreams on hold in order to be here for him, you know, and she left the U.S. and came back, something that a lot of people might not have done, you know. She was selfless, and I think it was a good decision in the end, because look at what he turned out to be now, someone that makes me proud.
Yes,
proud.
all of us, yes.
So,
yes.
Anyway, I just wanted to call in and say hi to my sister, Jojo, I love you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. I think that was so sweet. Thank you so much. And we have another call from San Fernando. And San Fernando gets what's in the envelope. Welcome, San Fernando.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And congratulations. We're doing fine. Thank you.
Well, praise the Lord.
Yes.
I'm calling from San Fernando, Macaulay to be exact.
Where is that, please?
Right? Macaulay in Claxton, San Fernando, right?
These two people here are Southerners.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And it's so wonderful to see, you know, moms talking about their sons and so on. Right? I've got 3 sons.
Oh.
I have 6 children in all, 3 sons and 3 daughters.
Wonderful.
So, you know, I thank God for them. I always pray for them every day, intercede, you know, because it's very important. And, you know, you always hear sons say, you know, that their mothers, always their mothers who's really interceding and so on for them. And so we need the fathers to do that as well.
Yes.
Amen?
Amen to that.
Praise the Lord.
Thank you. So before you go, I want to tell you what you've won today. This is a gift voucher, and it has it's been given to us to give to you by Furniture House, those wonderful people in Barataria who have provided, who've provided a set, and so when you get off the air, somebody will take your contact information. Thank you so much for calling. St. Augustine is on next. Welcome.
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
Yes, Ms. Tusa.
Yes.
I'm calling from St. Augustine.
Yes, welcome.
I would like to congratulate you.
Thank you so much.
On your program. You are, or I am, a great fan of yours.
Thank you.
And
I'm always doubly, pleased when I hear that men are reading the column. So thank you. And now you're joining us. So wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you.
I am glad to see that you are up and around after your setback early in the year.
2 months ago, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
And we would like to see you in Crep when you get a chance.
Okay. I know who that is. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, dear. Bye.
Okay. Yes, and so ladies, we've given away the two. Your brother gets the book.
Oh,
yes.
That was so sweet.
Yeah,
though.
this is
that
one
was
of
really
this
sweet.
is my second book that was launched in January.
Yes, I remember.
Of this year,
launch,
Strengthened to Soar. And the second caller got the voucher that would entitle them to accents.
Yes, wow.
They get to go in and choose the accents for the home. Yes, wonderful people at Furniture House. God bless them. So, ladies, our sons. We truly thank God for our sons.
Indeed, yeah.
Your favorite memory with your son?
My favorite memory with my son, when I was studying overseas and he came up to the U.S., we've always had conversation, I've given him the gift of decision making.
Explain
you make
that.
Yes. This is your responsibility.
Yeah.
If you do this, you get this, and you live
choices,
with it.
consequences.
That is it. And he came up to the U.S. and he must have been on 5.
Yes.
Tiny mind.
Just
and
about
the
Jordan's
first
age,
time he
yes.
saw the snow.
Yes.
He went outside. I looked at him in awe. I love to see him see new things.
Okay.
So he looked at it and we spent that time together our times together and our first trips overseas. We've been with me to see him in awe of things that he might have read of before.
Okay, wonderful. And Luan, you get a chance to share with us after I take this call from Pinal.
Sure.
Welcome, Pinal.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Auntie.
Hi. And who's this? Hi. Which one of the aunties are you calling?
Auntie Joanne.
I thought so. I
Kamari.
thought so.
That's
Yes.
Kamari.
Yeah,
Auntie
Pina.
Joanne.
Auntie Joanne.
I think it's
And Princess
Kamari.
Tong is holding on. Yes. Yes.
This is Jania.
Janelle? Hi, darling. How are you?
So sweet.
This is Jania.
Love you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you, darling.
All right. So thank you so much for calling. Princess Tong, you're on next. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Good afternoon,
Welcome.
Mr. Saint.
Good afternoon.
And I see my two favorite personalities are there.
But I thought it's two or three.
Hi, Jojo and Lulu.
Two or three.
How you ladies doing? I'm looking at you wonderful and beautiful as ever.
Oh, we're doing good. Thank you.
Yes.
Try your best.
Thank you very much.
Good.
You're welcome. This is Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Saint, keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. By God's grace, I will.
Yes, I know you would.
Yes. Thank
Jojo,
you.
safe journey home. Love you.
Thank you so much. And so we're going to wrap up with your favorite memory.
My
with
favorite
Jordan.
memory. Oh gosh, I mean, there's so many to mention, but I think the first time we went on holiday together, he was about 3, and we went to spend the weekend away. And another mother actually suggested that I start doing things like that with him, because I hadn't thought. I thought, oh, he's just a baby. But we spent a weekend away, a weekend getaway, and during that time we just really, really bonded, and you know, just like you. The communication, because he was learning to talk at that time.
Yes.
And we were able to talk about everything, and I had such a fantastic holiday with a 3-year-old. It was amazing.
Wonderful.
It really
Wonderful.
was amazing.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you
You're
all for
welcome,
coming.
AP.
Regrettably, we've come to the end of the second show. Where did the time go?
I know, already.
My God.
Already.
Yes.
I want to say God bless you.
Thank you. God bless. Everybody loves how she says that. I love you all too. Love
Don't forget the
everybody.
mwah.
Thank you all so much. And remember to walk on water, because weak faith panics, growing faith prays, and seasoned faith walks on water in the midst of the storms. Thank you. I'll see you next time.